Oh cool, Pokemon Presents. I wonder what they're gonna show us. What the fuck? So if you're watching this, you've probably already seen the Pokemon Presents presentation from Game Freak. And you think that this would be the presentation where they try win us back over after the whole Pokemon Sword and Shield controversy. No. Well, kind of. Pokemon Legends Arceus or Arceus, whatever you want to call it, does look kind of sick. But there's just a little tiny problem here. Yeah, this. What is this? Okay, so I've normally cringed at Pokemon fans like ranting on YouTube videos and being so angry at Pokemon. It's always, but now I know how they feel because I'm upset. I don't even have a script for this video. I'm just talking into the mic because I'm annoyed. And I just had to get this out there. Now, my first ever video games were Pokemon Diamond and Pearl. I played those games when I was little. They're not my favorite generation, but I definitely have the most nostalgia for them. And they were 100% the games I finally wanted to get remade. So you know, there's Pokemon Fire Red, Leaf Green. I was too young to play those, but cool. Heart Gold, Soul Silver. Wasn't alive for Gold and Silver, but I played those remakes as a kid. I enjoyed them. Omega Ruby, Alpha Sapphire. Very good remakes. And all of these games, right? They always get remade in the style of the current era of Pokemon. So naturally, I think this would happen to Gen 4 remakes. The remakes I wanted, the remakes I really wanted to happen. But the one time they get around to remakes that I was asking for, you know? I know I sound a bit entitled, but lots of people were also asking for them too. That's when they decide to make an exception. That's when they decide to... Look at this style. Okay, I get that art styles are subjective, and maybe you like this art style. But you can't deny that this just graphically looks worse than Pokemon Omega Ruby and Alpha Sapphire, which were on the 3DS. The 3DS. I personally don't mind the actual building models, but the shadows look awful, and the character models, they just look so bad. They outsourced this game to Ilka. Ilka, they make mobile games. They make Pokemon Home. Why would they do this? Okay, I get that chances are most of Game Freak was probably put towards Pokemon Legends Arceus, as that looks a bit more ambitious. And they outsourced this game. But why couldn't they have just waited? I would rather have waited for them to make their own Diamond and Pearl remakes than this. Like, my friend told me that leaks said that this game would not be developed by Game Freak. And looking at Game Freak's recent track record, yeah, maybe that was a good thing. I thought, oh great, maybe Namco or someone's gonna make this one. Like the remakes. It's Ilka! And they make it look like this. This looks like a B-Tech Link's Awakening HD. Oh, I've waited so long for this, you know? I remember, like, when I was 13, I saw rumor videos, obviously fake, about Diamond and Pearl remakes, and I just thought, yes, childhood games, let's get those remade. First video games I've ever played, and they finally happen, and it just looks like this. I'm just gonna watch the trailer a bit more here. I'm watching it right now to fuel my passion. I mean, Jubilife City, I was looking forward to that. I think it looks worse than the original games. I think the DS games look better. Obviously not. Obviously, on a technical aspect, these are superior. But artistically, it looks so drab and bland. And look at this character model. Look at that clown right there. Look at him. He's so stupid. Oh, no. I mean, okay, the battles don't look terrible, but they still, I think, look a bit worse than Let's Go. I'm not saying Let's Go battles look bad, but these look worse. And just even the lakes, Lake Verity, I think there? I forget the name of the lakes. Lake Verity, the water just doesn't fit with the whole thing. It completely kills the vibe of that area, I'm sorry. Oh, it just looks so disappointing. It's so... I don't think it looks horrible. It's just, it looks worse than the original, you know? That's not what I want to see. I want it to look better than the original. Okay, I've calmed down a little. It stings after waiting so long to see the game just sort of look like this, you know? And I get maybe they did it to differentiate from the Pokemon Sword and Shield style, but like they could differentiate in not a shit way. They could just do it like that. Make it not look like dog shit. That game could run on like an iPhone. It just could. I was just hoping Diamond and Pearl in current gen style, maybe you know, tone it down a little bit so you don't get those ugly Sword and Shield textures, but you know. Is this how the National Dexters felt? Because I hated those guys, but I think I understand the grief they're going through. This really stings. I know there's so many worse problems on this planet, but I feel like I'm allowed to be upset, you know? And yeah, it's in this game. It's gonna have the same story and everything, but the thing is, it looks like it's gonna be exactly the same as Diamond and Pearl, except it looks terrible. And that's not what people really want. We want a reimagining. You know, something different. Maybe they'll have Mega Evolution in it, but that's not going to sell me on buying this game. And trust me, they are going to charge full price for this game. They're charging full price. There's no way they will not do that. And also, I mean, come on, Brilliant Diamond and Shining Pearl? Why don't I just play Platinum? I wanted some big triumphant return for Diamond and Pearl, like the other remakes had. But this is just worse. What the fuck is this? But then they kind of turn it around. They show us Pokemon Legends, Arceus. This looks interesting. Now, obviously, I'd like to think that this is still early on in development because the frame rate's a bit dodgy in some places, and, you know, it does not look perfect. It looks like the beginning of something that could look good. But right now, it still looks a bit dodgy, but it definitely looks interesting, and it is set in the Sinnoh region, which gives me a big HD Sinnoh region, but it's not the same locations because it's in the past. That said, I like the idea of them exploring a more ancient civilization style of Pokemon game, and I don't know, it sort of seems like you control the trainer in battle as well because it has this role, but we'll just have to wait and see for this game. I think it's going to be a heavily story-based game by the looks of it, nice open world game, and I give credit to Game Freak for actually evolving the Pokemon franchise a bit. You know, I'll look on the bright side there. And obviously they outsourced Diamond and Pearl remakes because they had to probably have to put all their development time into Pokemon Legends, because for Game Freak to make a game like this, well, you know, it's a lot of effort for them, you know? But first of all, why Ilka? And second of all, why make it look like this? Okay. It's just a kid's game. It's just a kid's game. It's just a kid's game. Calm down. Calm down. Everything's calm. Pokemon Legends looks cool. It's set in the Sinnoh region. Brilliant. You don't have to buy Brilliant Diamond and Shining Pearl, which means you miss out on a true remake, but God, just stay calm. I'm trying to stay calm, but man, I mean, come on, just... What the fuck?! Ha! Hey guys, I'm not normally always that angry, so you should subscribe and definitely check out some more of my content where I am not yelling into the mic, for the most part.